Ukraine to hold joint military drills with NATO amid escalating tensions with Russia.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukraine's military announced Saturday that it will hold joint military drills with NATO troops later this year amid escalating violence with pro-Russian separatists in the eastern part of the country. The armed forces said in a statement on Facebook that the drills will be held with more than 1,000 military personnel from at least 5 NATO member states in a few months. Moscow had preemptively rebuked any potential deployment of NATO personnel to Ukraine, warning that it would ramp up pressure along the border between the two countries. Pressure has already ramped up along the border, with Russia building up its military presence on its side of the barrier. Fighting also increased with separatists backed by Moscow in eastern Ukraine, spelling the potential end to a ceasefire in the Donetsk region. The Ukrainian parliament this week put out a statement declaring an escalation along the front, citing a significant increase in shelling and armed provocations by the armed forces of the Russian Federation. Ukraine, which represents NATO's front line in Eastern Europe against Russian expansion, pressed Western governments to continue and increase international political and economic pressure on Russia.
This post received a score of 7,100, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The separatists have implemented conscription in Ukraine. Russia has amassed vast amount of armor on the border. Probably a decent amount of men directly on the border. Too hard to tell how much, but enough to be worrisome.
Belarus massing troops on their border as well. If Putin orders Lukashenko to help him invade, all bets are off.
Oh cool, my contract includes Afghanistan deployment, and WWIII.
Let's hope cooler heads prevail. Problem is 1% of the time it is prelude to actual action. However, given their saber-rattling ways, Russia amassing troops at the border doesn't automatically mean the masses troops are going over the border. That is where the big bucks intelligence and defense analysis people earn their pay in various countries' defense establishments. Is this time just another round of saber-rattling and poking the hive nest, or is this one of those few times something actually happens?
Greater than bad sign, Russian First Channel and Putin's favorite propaganda host Andreeva start today's evening news block with accusing Ukraine of killing civilians in Donbas. This is Russian President extra heavy propaganda artillery and a sign of very serious plans.
I would have liked to have seen Montana.
I was so bummed when he got shot. Gotta give credit to the guy who was willing blowing up a sub with himself to fulfill his duty.
Russia has been building up large troop concentrations in the area for a few years now. I wonder what their intent is.
Obviously vacation.
Russian troops are only passing through the area.
Crimea has warm water ports. You know who also likes warm water? Russian soldi tourists.
Don't mind us, taking the APC. I mean boat for a spin round the harbor.
Images of Russian soldiers in Speedos on BMPs.
We talk like it's who wins or lose based on power, but we are forgetting there are a lot of Ukrainian civilians that will suffer the consequences of mad men. It's really astonishing to me that even in 2021 we have to talk about war like it's a game. It's not cool at all. I can't even imagine the fear some Ukrainian may have.
East Front again?
Yes, Donbass specifically. The way Russia and China are acting, it's like they really want international conflict, but they don't want to be the starters of it.
I really don't want to collect all 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, thank you very much. War is no joke.
Yeah, let's keep just death, COVID, for now.
That would rather be plague.
Let this be a lesson to all the kids out there. Don't ever give up your nukes.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.